Hey guys, welcome back to Form of Therapy and to another episode of How Did They Do It? Today we're doing a special episode on Day6 because we're going to be giving away some tickets for their upcoming tour and we're going to be promoting their tour after the beats. So stay tuned. Alright, so our first episode of How Did They Do It with Itchy's Icy was well received, so I thought we would do another video. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I am checking them and I do have some plans coming up, but I figured we'd go with Day6 first because of their upcoming tour. So obviously Jay is the homie and I know Subculture really well, so they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to give away some tickets, and I said of course. Now Day6 is touring in the US and we're going to be giving away a pair of tickets for each stop. That's going to be 7 winners. Now, it's going to be relatively easy. First of all, you have 2 chances of winning. There's the YouTube side. So first of all, you have to be subscribed to our channel. Go ahead and give this video a like and leave a comment down below with your favorite Day6 song, title track, B-side, doesn't matter, and tell us why it's your favorite song. Now, in your comment, be sure to include the city in which you would like to attend and your email address. Now, we have 7 stops. We have New York, Boston, Miami, Dallas, Chicago, San Francisco, and LA. Please include in the comment which show you would like to attend, include your email address, and we're going to contact you as soon as possible, and you have to get back to us as soon as possible, end of day on the 10th. Now, the giveaway is going to start from today, and then you have until tomorrow on Tuesday the 10th at 12 p.m. PST. We're going to be accepting submissions for basically 24 hours, and then we're going to end it, and we're going to be contacting the winners. Now, if you do not reply by end of day the 10th, we're going to be reaching out to new winners as well, so be sure to check your inbox. Now, the second opportunity to win tickets, head on over to our Instagram page at Form of Therapy. You have to be following us at Form of Therapy. Also, be following Subculture Entertainment. Check out their Instagram as well. You have to be following both of us, and go ahead and find my most recent post about Day6 and leave a comment there on what your favorite Day6 song is. Once again, please leave your city and your email address so we can contact you. But if you don't want to risk it, seriously, you have to see Day6 live. I've seen them live numerous times and it is quite an experience. If you don't win this giveaway, just use the link in the description below and buy your own tickets. All right, good luck to everyone. Now, today we're going to be checking out Day6's Shoot Me music video as most requested by you guys. All right, so we're hopping into Adobe Premiere Pro just so that we can have a little bit more control when we're sort of dissecting the video. Now, I asked you guys what are some of Day6's best produced and most interesting videos that you guys would like to see a breakdown of, and the most common response was Day6's Shoot Me. So we're going to be checking this out. Now, this isn't the only Day6 video I want to do on this topic because there are actually several different aspects of Day6's production that I really like and would like to devote more time into. But today we're just going to be dissecting Shoot Me. So I actually wonder if this was a real break or if this wasn't at all, like if it was completely CG, because I'm curious as to what actually broke it. Now, it looks practical. It looks practical, especially the way the water is actually jettisoning out. But I wonder if there was actually maybe a squib placed inside and then they detonated it. I don't know if that would work underwater, but this is still a very interesting shot. Basically, they had an explosion play in reverse, which hints at the video going forward. So that's a really cool shot. The camera is panning around them, but I also wonder if they're also put on basically like a small little stage. So film production, you know when you watch like those big sweeping romantic kiss shots, how they pull that off is they put the 2 actors on like a circular dolly, and then it's a rotating thing. So the actors are rotating around this dolly, but the camera is moving in the reverse direction. So while the actors are kissing and spinning, the camera, if it's moving like this, the camera is moving the opposite way. So it creates like this very cool visual sweeping effect. I can definitely tell that obviously the camera's moving, but I wonder if they themselves are on a pedestal as well. Wow, was that a cut? Because that looked either like a cut or it was... So let's see. Huh. The frame moves so fast, it's kind of hard to tell. But from the looks of it, it's not a cut. It looks like they actually sped it up, huh? So, okay, what they're utilizing here is a technique called speed ramping. It's basically when you just suddenly accelerate the footage and then cut back into normal time. You can do that with slow-mo as well. But that's a really cool shot if that's the case, because then he's lip syncing here, and then it cuts to, or at least it ramps to Seongjin, and then he's lip syncing perfectly. I have to imagine there's a cut in there, but right now it just looks like speed ramping, which is really cool. Okay, hold on. This shot of Seongjin right here. Okay, I think they're definitely on some kind of rigging that's actually turning them as well. Like, Seongjin is physically turning, and so is Younghae in the background. Okay, so this shot right here, I assume from what I've heard, a handful of the stuff in this video is actually practical. So I have to assume that this shot actually was practical too. What I'm assuming is, at least in the film industry, what they use are these mechanisms called squibs. They're like tiny little, they kind of look like dynamite. I'm sure there are other versions of squibs out there, but basically what you do is you put it under your shirt and then you can detonate it. You can trigger it remotely, and it basically, it pops, and it's what causes like the shot effects, especially in like old school film, when you see like people getting shot and like pop, pop, and there's like a lot of like blood splurting out, or even just in his case, dust spitting out, or air. It's all with thanks of a squib. So it's just better to do that practical than digital. It just looks better. So let's see. Were these squibs, or was it digitally added? Let's see. Looks like it could go either way. It doesn't look like it appears out of nowhere. Wow, look at that cut. Okay, so just immediately it goes, it's a close-up shot, zoom out, and then it's gonna be like a cut, but it's a zoomed in cut. See, look, they're zooming in, cut. So it looks like one smooth shot, even though it's not. Cut, and then it cuts into another shot zooming in on. There's a lot of like jittery zooming. I mean, it kind of works. I feel like the whole point of this video is like you're in an emotional state of like panic and disarray. Real quick, this shot of him is really nice. So they're shooting from down to up, and it kind of makes him look a lot more imposing. But I want to talk about just the lighting in general, like what makes Day6's music videos stand out. And I could do a whole video on this, but one of the things about Day6 that I really like and their music videos is that they use a lot of cinematic lighting. And there are different types of cinematic lighting, but what would constitute as, I would say, an ordinary K-pop music video lighting is, let's say this in general. This is like clean, even lighting. Mind you, it's, you know, desaturated, but, you know, for a purpose. It's part of the video's narrative. But let's even cut to, let's say, the end where it's like all color. This is like a standard K-pop music video lighting. Like, I feel like a lot of Twice music videos are lit like this, right? But Day6, the thing about Day6, if you see the difference between the lighting here on Day6 themselves, like, see, you can actually see here, I'll use my mouse. You can actually see, like, right here, you've got the edge light right here, and then they're mainly in the shadow. You know, it's something that has been happening a lot more in modern cinema, where usually where they're now shifting focus on the characters from their darker, like less lit side rather than their prominently lit side. It makes the scene look a lot more dramatic. Like this shot right here. This is like this shot right here. It's very like this shot right here. This is very even lighting. I feel like the one thing that kind of makes it a little bit cinematic is like actually on his right side, there's a little bit of a soft bounce that's a little bit brighter than this half of his face, but it's not as dramatic as something like this over here, where it's like much darker. There's a heavier contrast. Like obviously the people in the background players are not important. They're extras. You know, it's the focus on what the main person looks like, and the main person here is this. The focus doesn't matter on the background players. The focus is on whoever the main player is, and in this shot, it's this girl, and she's very evenly lit. That is cool. That shot is cool. Let's watch it again. Now that looks all practical. That looks like a lot of practical detonations in the background. And the use of slow-mo is just, it's fantastic. And one of the big points that I like about this video is, you know, when this guy is sort of letting everyone sort of essentially walk all over him or shoot all over him, the video is heavily desaturated, borderline black and white. And when he starts not putting up with people's shit and he starts fighting back, you know, it turns into full color, and it's such a great portrayal of like, I love how it's like paint, because guns are illegal in Korea and they can't necessarily portray that. I mean, it's already fun that they're using finger guns, but just the way that it actually like translates into paint, like, you know, like obviously like some of the paint is practical looking at the set, but like I think when they're actually shooting it, some of it's digital. Ooh, okay. So yeah, that stuff in the back looks practical. It looks like it's being shot out of a cannon. But if you actually look closely at the video, they actually have like a subtle overlay of like an explosion. So if you look right around here, you see like this explosion, and it's sort of creating like a mental visual of like this big drop, this big blast. I wonder if it's actually it looks like it's either a paint splash or it's an actual explosion like stock footage, and then they just invert the color. So it's either actual paint or it's edited to look like it. Oh, that's cool. So I kind of feel like this stuff in the front is actually practical. This too. I feel like in the background that might be paint or it might be confetti. It's harder to tell, but you see all these confetti particles, like definitely practical. Wow, hold on, that shot. That's so cool. I love how it moved from young K to, oh my god. Like, I'm a sucker for like handheld camera work, especially when it looks good. The punch-ins on him while he says bang bang. Wow, and they maintain focus too. That's not a cut. The reason why that's so difficult is when you're zooming, you're changing your focal length, which changes your center of focus. So like if I was holding on Seongjin and then I zoomed in, he would be out of focus. Like it would make no sense. So that means they have a focus puller who's somehow matching that precisely. A focus puller is like when you're on production, basically when you're a camera operator and you're holding a camera, you like when you're like running gunning, or you're like me, you're like a DIY filmmaker, you do the focus adjustment yourself. that will usually cause some kind of shake. Usually there's like an attachment that makes the focus slider much more smoother, and it's someone running with the camera operator on the side and basically pulling focus while they're zooming in and out or while they're moving. So I mean, I know like focus pulling is a difficult job, but like this is crazy. Like I think at like no point like is he out of focus. That's insane. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, that's so cool. So Songjin lets go, and the camera slides past him and then moves to Doan, but it has this like sort of like rocking handheld camera movement that kind of gives that swaying feeling that this song has. Like the song has a lot of kick to it, and it has like this staggering swagger sort of feel. And so the entire music video, there's a lot of camera movements that are very, very jittery, kind of all over the place, but it's like a controlled chaos, right? And I think controlled chaos is a great description for this music video. All right, so that was day 6. Very interesting videos. I actually have a lot more of like a deeper topic I want to do on day 6's music videos. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned in for that. This was really just like a last minute video I put together because I wanted to give these day 6 tickets away, but we're going to be doing another day 6 video coming soon. So stay tuned for that. But if there are any other music videos that you would like me to just run through and check out, let me know in the comments down below. I know there are a lot of requests for NCT Superhuman, so believe me, I will be doing a breakdown of that. But if there's anything else, let me know in the comments below. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Watching this video means a lot to me. We're trying to do stuff that is closer to some of my more passion stuff. Also, if you want to support us, we don't make money doing like reactions on YouTube and stuff. If you would like to support us, Patreon is the best way. Patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to videos like this at different level stages. You have live stage reactions, you have Japanese reactions, you have drama club, variety show reactions. So go ahead and check that out on Patreon. However, supporting us monetarily is completely optional. If you can't or don't want to do that, that's completely fine. We understand. Why don't you go ahead and just click like in the video down below right there. Leave a comment. You know, I want more people to see this, and the more you guys like this video, the more you guys comment on these videos and interact with them, it helps with that YouTube search algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe down below. Be sure to hit subscribe for the giveaway as well, and go ahead and check out all my other videos. I have an end card all the way over there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.